Hello. Today I'm showing you a memories of the beach journal for children. This is for two young girls who wanted to have one after seeing my fishing journal for their cousin. So I decided to put together something that was sturdy and they would be able to have a lot of different activities into it. So this is a huge spine. However, there's three signatures here, and once they get full of pictures, I know that this is really gonna have to expand a lot. So I haven't never really done, I think it's 4.5 inches. I haven't really done a spine that big before. But I use cardstock in these, and I feel that for a child's journal, that should really be able to manipulate them with paste and coloring and things like that. And so that's why I use the heavier paper. So let's get started. On the cover, I have a treasure chest here with a little saying, "The beach is a treasure chest. Every wave brings new gifts." And in there, I have a little bag, and I'll show you what's in there. It is a sterling silver flip-flop, and I just put it on a chain, and I have that tucked in there. Also have a little note in there that says life is better in flip-flops, which I probably agree with very strongly. Then I also put in there a shaker with a lot of the shells and beach glass, and even a little crab claw is in here, along with some sparkly, glittery stuff. And these are all things that the grandmother sent me. And she collected sand, she collected beach glass, the shells, knowing that I would be making this journal. Also, I wanted to show you a little bit about this frame that I have here. She sent two types of sand, which one of them was filled with mica and very shiny, as you can kind of see. The beach glass came in all different sizes too. So what I did was I put some texture paste around the frame and then pressed in the little beach glass and shells and things. And then after that, I just dumped the sand on top of it and pressed really hard to put the sand into the texture paste. So after I took off all the excess sand, I let it dry, and then I sprayed it with a clear acrylic to hold everything into place. But I thought it came out pretty good, and I have something else I can show you later on that I did in the journal. All right, so the journal starts off with this little beach tote, and I'm going to have a finished one I'd like to show you here. This is a kit, and I will put on Etsy, and I will put the information below. But it has a lot of little fussy cuts and a little place to put different things when you go to the beach. Here's a little hair tie, and I just thought it would be really fun for them to pack their own beach bag. This little boat is a little pocket, and we could either write on this, but I envision a couple pictures of the girls in the boat cut out so that they look like they're in the boat waving back at you. Just an area that you might want to put a picture, or they could draw something, put it there. And then I have a waterfall for pictures here. And I have a pull-out here, and that is vellum with some liquid glass, little drops of liquid glass on that. So, hidden picture there. They did go to a polo match, so I included that in a little photo mat or a journaling card, depending on what they wanted to do. I have 3 signatures. So in the middle of each signature, I have put a picture of either shallow water in the ocean, or I have a deep water. You'll see that later on. And I also have a tidal pool. So this is an area where they can put in anything that they want, and I have a lot of little fussy cuts that I cut out and I'm giving them. I'll show you later. More areas for pictures, for journaling, or pictures. A little tab here. Photo mat here. Okay, second signature. I have a shaker card, and it's a place you could put a picture here. Journaling, picture. Every wave kisses the shore while the sand hugs your toes. Can you just picture standing by that wave and having the sand just cover your feet with each wave? And here's a spot for a picture, and this pulls out. Here is the center of the signature with the deep ocean picture. This right here, I did the same thing as on the frame. Texture paste with the shells and the sea glass, and then just put the sand on, press down really hard, and everything seems to be holding quite well in here after I sprayed it with the acrylic. Okay, here's some fussy cuts that I made, and some other things in here for them to put in these centerfold little vignettes that they're able to do whatever they'd like with. Little anchor. This is a postcard of a place they've gone to. Also, I use some of their family photos from the vacation. I just blew up the photos and I made them part of the book as a page. Here we have a flip out. This little place for photos. And here is another picture from their family vacation. They just put all their treasures from the sea onto a table and then took a picture, close-up picture. For journaling or a picture. And this is really kind of cute. This is a jellyfish, and I will write down the name of the lady that had a beautiful journal online, and she had this, and I just thought it was so cute to have that jellyfish. Little tuck spot here. Here's our third centerpiece. There's a little crab right in the middle. This is a tidal pool, and there's some shells and different snail-like creatures in there. And this is a picture that was taken on their vacation, and I used that as the centerpiece. We'll also show you below the different kits I used for this, because you can go crazy. There's so many beautiful things on Etsy. Here's another envelope, and it has all sorts of different things in here for them to use in to use in their book. Here's a watermelon button. I really thought that was cute. I'm sure they had some watermelon on their vacation. Nice, cool watermelon on a hot summer day, huh? Okay. And then in the back, oh, I forgot to tie it. In the back, I have this little box, and it really is filled with things that they could use to decorate their journal. I have some charms, some jewel stickers, another mermaid, some different sayings in here if they'd like to use that. And then that just ties. All right, let me close this up. Oops. I have to really tuck this in when I send it out to them. And okay, so that's it. I hope you enjoyed it. It's really been fun doing some journals for children. I haven't really done that before. And people have shown interest, especially the fishing journal. One lady that I showed it to wanted me to make one for her too, because her little boy has been introduced to fishing. All right, excuse all my stumbling this morning. It's early, but I wanted to get this video up. So thanks for watching. See you soon.